Yo guys, Coach Theo here on Common Sense. Today I'm gonna tell you how to permanently lose weight, build muscle, get fit, get lean, get jacked, get ripped, however you describe the best version of yourself, and how to manifest the best version of yourself in every sense, just becoming how, what and who you'd like to be. And the difference between doing a temporary change like losing weight only to put it back on again would be a typical one, right? And doing it in a way so that it just stays with you for the rest of your life. And if you truly get what I'm about to tell you, you'll find yourself able to just keep improving in every way you'd like for the rest of your life. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. But before we get into it, I just want to tell you that this upcoming week, or I guess it'll be the week that just started when I post this, but it will be the last week when I have a better price at my highest tier coaching service. I have two, they're both one-on-one. It's just the intensity of it, but on paper it's real simple. You know, training program, input and adjustments when necessary, nutrition and fasting plan if that suits your goals, input, adjustments when necessary. Main thing being the one-on-one calls weekly, because of course if you find yourself getting a lot out of my videos, that they help you, having the one-on-one calls is just a different level, because you can get personalized input, have a back and forth, ask questions, and of course I'm available for chatting in between the calls as well. So yeah, I'll be going on a dopamine fast today actually, so I'm gonna be away for a few days, but you can reach out on my email or Instagram linked in the description, and then when I get back and we get started, we'll actually get started now in September, but those days will be for free. And it's the 3 last months of the year that you pay $1,200 for. And I should say I'm still recruiting people for this group coaching thing. That's my second tier. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get as many people as I'd ideally like for having group calls, because they're just so much better when there are more people. So maybe then we'll work it out between us. Maybe we can just have little, you know, one-on-one calls, but just not as frequent as on my top tier service. But anyway, reach out and I'll get back to you after this dopamine fast. So the difference between doing a temporary change and a permanent change is, as always, that the temporary change, it's often when you're too focused on the result and you're not really thinking about permanently changing. It's in there. Doing a permanent change takes changing permanently. A lot of people, they're viewing it kind of like, what do I have to do to lose weight? Like, this really goes for any change, but as always, the fitness weight loss stuff is just perfect analogy. So I actually have a great example for myself, the difference in how I did it when I started Uncommon Sense, and how I once I actually lost weight before starting all of this. And so that was back in the day when I had put on some relationship kilos. I probably would have anyway, because I had a very poor lifestyle with no exercise really, junk food, lots of beer, stuff like that. I just kind of got challenged by friends because they were making fun of me that I used to be more fit when I was younger, and I was kind of like, challenge accepted. But that's the thing, I was just viewing it as like, okay, I'm gonna lose weight. I'm not going into it with a higher value that, you know, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna become a fit, more disciplined, healthier person. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna acquire this weight loss basically. So I just decided, because I heard about it, I try a low carb diet and I walk more. I knew it's an easy way to burn more calories, and Pokemon Go was new, so I was playing Pokemon Go, walking around, and I lost like 8 kilos in 2.5 months maybe. But the thing is, I've not installed any new program that aligns with that. I've just kind of mechanically done something to take me there. But then when I see it as, okay, the weight loss is done, gradually I'm just going to seep into my old programming and I'm going to regain the weight back. And I did, and I don't remember the exact time. But of course, because that was when I didn't think actively about doing something, my old programming took over again and just made me become the way I was before. So to do a permanent change, you have to change permanently. You have to have that mindset. You can't just be viewing it as, this is my weight loss routine. It's like, no, this is my new lifestyle. Like, of course, you're not going to be in a deficit when you have reached your goal weight, but you have to be thinking of it like going in that direction. What you're doing to lose the weight has to be similar enough to the way you go about just maintaining that weight loss, right? So you know how people talk about it, you know, when I'm motivated. It's easy when I'm motivated. this is how manifesting works. You know, in a sense, I hate these words because a lot of new age spirituality, people just misuse them completely. But manifesting, I really understood it better and better during these years. It's all about the way you look at yourself, your self-view, that it's in your subconscious. Your subconscious is always going to find a way to make reality sync up with that. And so when you're motivated, you're actually in a state of already feeling as if you're having what you're going for, right? That's why it's easy, because at that time, even if you're on the outside hasn't quite caught up yet, but you already are the lean person, you are the jacked person, you are the disciplined person, so it's easy. But then you will often find yourself going back into your old programming, and that's when many times people find themselves self-sabotaging without really being like, oh, I just have such huge cravings for this junk or something. You just kind of find yourself, for some reason, just going against the plan, and then you sit there like, I didn't really want this much, and I'm not really enjoying it. Why did I do this? Well, because your subconscious self-image is that you are this person, right? You are the person that does this, and the subconscious will just always find a way to make reality sync with what like your self-view. It's not the way you would describe yourself, like I'm this tall, I'm this guy, I'm happy, like, oh, I like to joke, or whatever. It's the way you feel about yourself. It's the way you feel about yourself. So when you feel motivated, that's when you actually feel like this new person already. So what you gotta do is you gotta know this. You gotta know this, that even when you're not motivated, when you don't feel like you have this yet, you're gonna fake it till you make it. Act as if. You know, you've probably heard that before, like, oh, what would the person that like has the thing you'd like, has the result you like do, and then do that? You're gonna find yourself that it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna take effort, and you're not in that state, you're not gonna be able to be as perfect all the time. But it's because we're changing permanently. Doesn't matter if we can't be perfect on the way there. It's about shifting more and more into this new self-view, this new programming. And that's when you're gonna find that you aren't, it's not necessarily, oh, I just feel motivated about stuff all the time. It's just your new default. It's like for myself with my training and dieting and stuff, like training is actually a better example for me. It's not always that I feel so motivated and happy to do it, but it's just who I am. So it's like, yeah, I've installed this to this degree, but many times before I've had to use like more willpower to like, no, I have to, I'm becoming this person, I have to go and do this. And this is also, by the way, you can do it, it's on the macro scale we're talking, of course, because we're talking about a permanent change, but it is on the micro too, that when you don't feel like this, oh, it's not happening fast, I don't really feel like going to the gym today, then you go and you surprise yourself, like, oh, I was strong today, and now you feel good, and now you feel like that person again, and now it's easy to stick to the diet as well. So you see, it's all about this focus on actually changing, not just like shallow, like I'm losing weight. It's like, no, I'm becoming the person that's lost the weight and just keeps becoming better and better in every sense. Okay, like it's I'll just throw in some random other example just so you get it. Like, oh, I wish I was more confident with girls, you know, if only I was more confident. I know I look all right, blah, 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 blah. Come up with something. Well, a person that's confident with girls, what do? They probably talk to them. They probably talk to them in a certain way. And so, yeah, everyone wants to be able to be a way before they are. You know, they don't want to do the things. But you're going to have to, I don't know why I took this example, you know, but you would have to put yourself in situations when you talk to girls and act in a way that you feel like confident, you know, funny, charismatic. Maybe it's going to feel fake at first. Maybe it's not going to actually truly work. But the more you do this, the more you're going to get comfortable, go get your old programming. And all of a sudden, you're going to find yourself that, hey, I actually find it quite easy to talk to girls, and girls like me more. You see? Fake it until you make it. Imitate. Before you are it, imitate it. And it's a shift. You should see it as that you can have several programs running at once. It's like when you're installing the new one, the old one is going to be there. It's been there for so long, it's going to come up. And that's when you know, gotta know, like, okay, I'm just going to imitate this new thing, gradually going to shift over into it. And then, like I said, it's going to be like, for me, like even when I don't really truly am motivated and excited to train, it's just what I do. It's my program. So yeah, again, I told you, you can reach out about the coaching. It's all in the description below. If you feel like you don't need the coaching or aren't ready for it yet, I'd always appreciate you supporting me, becoming a member of the channel or of the Patreon, sending a little super thanks or super chat when I have the lives. And yeah, guys, like and comment. I appreciate all that support too. It all helps grow and support the channel, so it's very much appreciated. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, philosophy, spirituality, mindset. It's a mindset, guys. Don't focus on getting, focus on becoming. Okay, I'm gonna go on a dopamine fast now. Peace.